Throughout history, the idea of the ideal body has changed drastically. Each era brings us new standards of how a beautiful body should be. And with these changes, many females across the globe try to fit into the new norms. Studies have shown that by the year 2013, the average person is exposed to 5,000 advertisements per day, influencing our views on most areas in life, including beauty standards. In this documentary, we want to investigate whether media exposure has influenced the way that we look at our bodies. We started by asking the people a very basic question. From the figures you see, which is the best body?
So if I could choose any of these bodies, I would probably choose number 3. I think she's lean, but she's not frail. Number 1 looks quite frail, and I think she'd still look good in clothes. Any bigger, and sometimes clothes you can't wear all the clothes that I like to wear.
In my opinion, I think number 4, because it's not that perfect, and it shows. It seems like it's an athletic body, and I like athletic bodies.
The best body is the body that you feel comfortable in, but if you are looking at it from a health perspective, 5 probably, or 6, 5.
In my opinion, it's body number 5, because body number 5 is medium. It's not really fat, it's not really skinny, it's normal. I like it.
Number 5. So I think it's really normal representation of women. It's not too big, not too small. What is body image, and how do you define a healthy body image?
Body image is how a person sees himself. It's not really how I feel. It's how I look at myself in the mirror and picture myself.
Oh, that's a big question. I think body image has kind of 2 facets. Yeah, the first is the imposed image, which the media gives us. And the second one is our own perception of ourselves, and we relate the latter to the former.
Body image is your own conception of your body. And it can be positive, it can be negative. I think a lot of it depends on how you were brought up, how accepting you are of yourself.
Have you ever felt pressured to be a specific weight, and from who?
I did, but it was basically from myself, as I pushed myself to be in the normal weight, as I was underweight before. Still am, but almost. I wasn't pressured by people, actually. People criticized me, saying that I was too thin, but it didn't affect me that much.
Always, all my life, yes, from me, really. When I was much, much younger, I worked as a model in Tokyo, and that was a big issue. Then I was very, very pressured. Now it's just pressure coming from myself.
No, I've never felt pressured to be a specific weight.
I think all women feel pressured continuously. It's one of the things I've learned living in the Middle East. A lot of the women I know here talk about their weight or needing to lose weight. I think I felt pressured continuously, like lots of women. I kind of ignore it most of the time. A study has shown that 74.4% of women stated that they thought about their weight. The study also found that 46% of men surveyed responded in the same way. We have also found that the average teenage girl gets about 1,260 minutes of media exposure weekly. The average person is exposed to 5,000 ads per day, which makes 80% of girls dissatisfied with their bodies. What is your opinion towards the body image displayed in the media?
For women, I think it's a problem. It's gone from being very lean to having a very lean body as being the ideal body type, and now we're seeing something completely different where the proportions are completely different, but they're completely unnatural for any women. So even though larger sizes are now acceptable, it's a larger bottom half with a tiny, tiny waist, and that generally can't be achieved through natural means. And I think it's a problem that this has become so acceptable and so desirable.
Defines a perfect body, a perfect everything. It's the shape, the the smile, the skin, the hair, the eyes, everything's perfect and flawless, and that's not how people are.
It's unrealistic, it's offensive. I would describe it as a man's body with female attributes. Should the media display a healthier body image? Wouldn't it affect naturally skinny people?
Yes, they should. And I think it will affect the naturally skinny people. But there should be a medium, and we should find a way around it.
Yes, they probably should, because I think they do for men, but they're not very forgiving when it comes to women's bodies.
Do you think what the media advertise have more of a negative impact on women's body image than the positives?
Very negative, absolutely. It's very stylised. A lot of the people they use are unusual in two senses. Models are chosen because they have a very specific body type, and it's not the most common. They're very tall, different types of body type, ectomorph, endomorph, mesomorphs, and I think models are the ectomorphs, the very tall, skinny ones. That's the first thing, so that's unrealistic because they're not representative of the population.
Generally, yes, absolutely. I think the only time it becomes a positive thing is when they really go out of their way to promote, like natural beauty. And often there's a backlash from the public because of that. The public aren't used to seeing that. And it's done as something that's extraordinary. It's not done as an everyday occurrence. So definitely, yeah.
Studies show that 80% of 13-year-old females are on, have been, or want to be on a diet, and 42% of them want to be thinner. Studies at Stanford University found that 70% of women say they feel worse about their own looks after reading women's magazines. 80% of women say that models in advertisements make them feel insecure about themselves. How can people see what the media is advertising in a different, positive way?
I think they have to realise that pretty much every single thing we see in the media is photoshopped. Whether it be skin, whether it be lips, whether it be hair, every length of leg, everything is photoshopped. So once you realise that it's not attainable, it might be a dream, but to know that not many people really do look like that, I think you're going to be a whole lot happier to know that most of it has been retouched.
People can see what the media advertises by looking at these body images as motivation for them to either lose weight if they were overweight or gain weight if they were underweight.
Okay, so if I were to send out a message to anyone, especially younger women, love what you have, appreciate what you have, embrace what you have, don't take anything that's in the media too seriously, but also you need to enjoy your body by getting out into the open, walking, exercising, jogging, horse riding, all the good things as well. So just to embrace your body as well.
Just to be happy with the way you are. I mean, you were born like that. Be happy with it. Be comfortable in your own skin.
Runway models weigh 23% less than the average women. Tess Holliday is an American plus-size model based in Los Angeles. Her size is 22 and her weight is 260 pounds, which is considered to be unhealthy. More than 70,000 accounts are following her on Instagram. Most are young girls that look up to her. She was also featured in the biggest fashion magazines such as Vogue Italia. Whether it's big or small, unrealistic body standards are part of the world we live in, and day by day, the body image we see in the media is becoming more extreme. This is influencing the way girls all around the world look at themselves, and therefore it needs to stop. What the media should be doing is to start displaying women from all body types, to have an accurate reflection of society, and to encourage acceptance of all body shapes.